Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Packers and the 49ers on Sunday night.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Nick Bosa in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. Highest long distance now, let's go to that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. Throwing to start the drive. Shepard. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Shepard. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Shepard. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule. But you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Here's Rodgers to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3rd and long. It's Rodgers. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable here from the 38. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Shepard. That's complete left side to Gray. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, Shepard. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 15 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff. They did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times. And that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Throwing to start the drive. Shepard. Able to find Gray here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing on first down. Shepard. Right side, and he finds Gray. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's got it. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
19 tight.
Back to throw again.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Packers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw on second and 10. Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Up the middle, Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Back onto the field comes his offense, led by George Kittle. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a first down carry by Jones. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
On first down, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Packers get a bit closer. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And again, it's Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rodgers going to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Off the play fake. Shepard.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position.
The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off play action. Shepard taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Shepard. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football and try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they'll get this down to the 10. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers.
He's up to the 20.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They find some open field here. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Rodgers now to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Off play action. Shepard.
That's complete left side to Gray.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shepard. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Danny Gray.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short And now it's 4th down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll go with Jones. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Shepard.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On 1st and 10, Shepard, his throw caught at about the 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw. Shepard looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're out, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around.
Touchdown! George Kittle from 4 yards out.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Coup for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man here is Kroll. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw pulled in by Woods.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
19 tight, 19 tight. 65 gas, 65 gas. Ready.
To throw on second down. Shepard is going to go for a big play downfield. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Koo now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packers offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown.
Another touchdown in the fourth quarter. And start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Well, this defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guy?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was probably their game plan coming in, because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They run again on first down. Cook. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a second down throw for Winston. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at.
And Winston lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Second down, here's Davis Price.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
They'll run with Davis Price.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a play fake here on first down. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Davis Price up the middle.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Ty Davis Price.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, nice move. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. On the move to his left. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Winston. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Drake Jackson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston.
And it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage.
And Winston lost the football. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Off play action. Shepard. He'll buy some time right.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Shepard. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out at his current pace. Sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Winston. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 23. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off play action. Shepard. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake. Shepard. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. To try again after the sack. Winston, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shepard gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off-play action. Shepard.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
To throw again on second down. Winston. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jameis to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got Jordan complete right side. Touchdown 49ers. Brevin Jordan, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners extend their lead yet again. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. A first down throw for Winston. Dancing to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. After the sack on first down, Winston forced out to his left. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. To throw, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. .35 yards that time on the punt. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
18, right here. Left wing, 19. Ready.
Off the play fake. Shepard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off play action. Shepard rolling to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Shepard steps away. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it down.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shepard toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They're going to pick up there, 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Off the play fake, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out.
Back now here in Santa Clara.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw is Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Back to it after the pick six. Winston. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Throwing, Winston.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Winston now from the 50. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Winston. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Ready, set. 19 driver, 19 dagger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Shepard.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Shepard. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off play action. Shepard. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Off the play fake. Shepard. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Koo now for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Winston now to throw on first down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Winston now. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Shepard.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Shepard. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot now for Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.